We're live. Welcome to Saints on Cinema. I'm here with Lance Carlisle joining us because, well, Josh and Ashley are always hard to get coordinated to do an episode, and Lance has no life, so here he is, all dressed up for the occasion. But that's okay. I wanted Lance for this one because we're going to talk about the revelations for the new trailer for the new Indiana Jones movie. And we're going to watch it. Neither of us have seen it yet. And we're going to give our actual reactions that are not going to be all fake and exaggerated. But before we watch it, Lance.
I forget. I just realized I don't have any Indiana Jones like stuff to wear anymore. I used to have a whip. I used to have a
I was
hat.
going to ask you if you still have your whip. I was seriously thinking about that before we started.
I don't think
You
I
don't
have
have
a whip. And I might have one outside, but it's not a full-on bullwhip like I used to have. So
your house is full of weapons and armor and stupid costume pieces, but you don't have your Indiana Jones whip after all these years.
Whips are not very good weapons, Tim.
You used to have a fedora too.
Yeah. So I've always wanted a good Indiana Jones fedora. When I say good Indiana Jones fedora, I'm not talking about like the ones you get at Disneyland or something. I want like an actual fedora. Yeah,
a nice one that you could like jump out of a boat into a river and swim and it'll come out all weird, and the next scene it's all perfect again. One of those.
I want one of those dress suit ones that actually says Stetson on the inside and everything. I have one, but it's not brown, it's gray.
I want someone has Belloc has he doesn't have a fedora. Someone has a white one. The guy in the third movie. Isn't there a guy in the third at the beginning? Doesn't he have a white fedora?
Yeah.
Or am I thinking of something else? I'm thinking of the bad guy in the movie Oscar. He has a white fedora.
There's a bad guy in the very beginning on the ship. Has a white fedora.
He has a white one. The other one I like, but I don't think it's a fedora. The bad guy in the first movie in Raiders with the German with the glasses, the interrogator guy with the thing burned on his hand. I don't think he with the leather jacket, but I don't think he has a black fedora, does he?
He has a black hat. I don't think it's a fedora.
It's not a fedora. Yeah. That's a cool costume, though. That's a good character. Anyway, well, here we are. We're going to talk about Indiana Jones. Because this movie, a lot of people have mixed feelings about. Before we watch the trailer, I just want to know, Lance, what are your thoughts about this? Because I know no one likes Crystal Skull. We don't need to go into a big discussion about that.
I haven't seen the trailer, but I saw like pictures of the trailer, and in it makes Harrison Ford look like he's like 90 years old, and I'm like, I feel a little bit like I do with Patrick Stewart, where I'm like, you guys need to like go home and like rest. Like, no, I feel sorry for them. They look so old, and like, let them retire, or let them like go on a beach somewhere or something.
Did you think it's like when they did the last one? Did you feel he was too old for that one? I mean, not from seeing the movie. I mean, did you think he was far too late?
Not the last one. The Indiana Jones, the last one? I don't think so.
Crystal
but that
Skull.
was like, how many years ago was that? That was like at least a decade ago.
Yeah.
So once you hit 60, every decade counts, Tim.
every year feels like a decade. I don't know. Because I'm not there yet. But anyway, we're gonna watch this trailer. My thoughts real fast. I'm as soon as they like announced they were doing it, I'm like, it's not worth it anymore. Unless it's like more cameo style, like when they did Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, let him narrate and tell a different story, fine.
The last one left a bad taste in everyone's mouth, I think.
Of course. So, but that's not why I didn't want a sequel. It wasn't because how bad the last one was. It's just and then they announced like a couple years ago or last year, whatever, that he like injured himself and had to be hospitalized from a stunt. I'm like, what are you guys doing? This like 90-year-old man, like just let him. He shouldn't be doing anything to hurt himself.
That's what I'm afraid of. It's like watching people torture geriatrics. Like
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, like, oh man,
it's
poor guy.
It's not as bad as when Josh, Ashley, and I reviewed the what was that last Clint Eastwood movie with the chicken, whatever that was.
Whatever. At least in that one, he played an old man.
Yeah, but watching him walk around, it was like you thought he was gonna die, like in the next, like in real life. He looked like he was 100 years old. Like watching him like try and shimmy, and then there'd be like an action scene where he like punches a guy out. I'm like, okay, that's kind of like the new Patrick Swayze or Patrick Stewart movie or shows with the Picard series. Like there's like action sequences with the double, and they'll cut to him like hobbling. I'm like, oh, it's so sad. Anyway, I hope this isn't as bad as that. But let's go and watch it. This is a short trailer. We haven't had anything on this besides the stills. Apparently, you looked at those, Lance. I did not look at those because I don't want anything spoiled. And this is the only trailer I will watch because I don't watch. I know Lance has different feelings, but I don't watch trailers after the first trailer because the teaser trailer or the first trailer just kind of gives you the vibes and the tone and stuff. But
this
it doesn't.
Isn't the first trailer though. I thought there was at least teasers before this.
No. They were just stills. They released stills like 2 weeks ago, and that's all it was. This is a trailer number 1. So I don't think we had a teaser trailer. There was a poster. That's it. And we got the title reveal. This is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which is the stupidest sounding. It's like not exciting. It's not like
it sounds to me like Indiana Jones and the aliens in the very last movie. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. Is it the dial like on his like heart monitor? He's like, that's the thing. Is like all the other stories are the Raiders of the Lost Ark or the Last Crusade. It's all this adventure tone, and the other stories that were like the Spear of Destiny, stuff like that were comic books or video games. The Fate of Atlantis. This is like the Dial of Destiny. It sounds like medical equipment.
I wonder if it's steampunk.
Destiny. Actually, that's actually a good point because the last one, every movie has been based around a movie genre, and the last one was supposed to be about the fifth, like the War of the Worlds era, the Wells stuff. From what I remember.
Well, that was a fail.
Right, but I mean, that was what they were kind of going for, that kind of era of what the decade it took place was supposed to be an homage to like Orson Welles, I think, if I remember correctly. But anyway, now that this is, I don't know what decade this will be for poor Indy. The 60s, right? The last one was the 50s, right? Wasn't the 50s? Yeah, the biker kid.
It was during the Cold War and all that. So yeah.
So 50s or
Probably.
60s?
I think 60s,
because they went to a 50s bar. They had that fight where he met the stupid Shia LaBeouf's character. Okay, so Marion, he married Marion at the end of the last one. Was she gonna make an appearance? We'll find out. Okay, let's do this.
I miss the desert.
Nice.
That looked good. That wasn't him. Fate of Atlantis right there. There's his spaceships. That looks good.
Those days have come and gone. Perhaps.
Is that? Yay!
Oh wow! He looks so.
What's his name? No camels.
Gimli.
I've seen things I can't explain. I've come to believe it's not
like
so
aliens.
much what you believe.
That's not him. That's not him.
It's how hard you believe it.
Yeah, Marion's back.
Who is that guy? Wait, was he in the Millennium Falcon just barely?
Wow! Wow.
Go back.
I'm her godfather. Get back.
All right.
Go back to the Millennium Falcon, Tim.
The Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, go back. It's the Millennium Falcon.
Where?
No, I said back. Back means back. Back means the... Wait, you passed it. Go forward. I just saw it again. Forward. No, whatever. Make sure you turn off the sound.
Well, I don't want to replay the trailer because we're already going to get like fined by the studios. Like, you can't watch this movie.
Right. Next shot. No. There's the Millennium Falcon.
I see what you're saying. What is it though? Like an airplane? Because the airplane, yeah, that's actually true. Because seriously, the Millennium Falcon cockpit was designed after like a World War II bomber or something like that. Like I've seen pictures of that.
And it's got the water that looks just like the
hyperspace
light speed.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't even catch that. But seriously, the visuals, some of the I don't. This has to be directed by Spielberg. I didn't look, but like some of the this angle when he goes down
Who's
just
that
the
guy?
hallway.
Who's that guy with the beard? Is that Harrison Ford? Like he hasn't shaved for a while because he's been in prison or something. And who's the mustache guy? That guy looks goofy.
That's gonna be the new terrorist guy.
That better not be the new Indiana Jones because that guy looks terrible. That guy right there. Who is that actor?
The guy turned around is the mustache guy.
Yeah, that better not be the new Indiana Jones. Because isn't this like a passing of the torch type thing?
Oh, I don't know. Well, it's just gonna be Marion's the new torch, and here's Marion with a big boulder.
Wait, is that the actual actress?
I think so. Yeah, they're not gonna get.
She looks way different.
That's not the new India. It's a guy. That's like the bad guy.
I hope so.
But
terrible.
These visuals, so seriously, the colors and everything looks very. Awesome. Yeah, it looks very good. It's very that shot. That's this stuff. Like this one, the lighting and stuff here, and then the one where he went down the walking down the freaking office or the what's it called? Yeah, that guy. He's going to Salt Lake.
Gimli looks old. He looks even older. I wonder if he is older than Harrison Ford.
He wasn't in the last one. This stuff, this is clear Spielberg. This is classic Spielberg right here. I love that. The lighting, the angles, the shapes, all the stuff about cinematography I don't know anything about. That looks very Last Crusade right there. The old castles in Germany. That's Raiders or Temple of Doom class. Oh, see, look at that. Even that's like a much more dynamic, progressive Spielberg shot of the classroom than we used to have in the old ones. It's also updated because he doesn't have like this old where they're like handing him an apple on his desk.
He's still got
chalk and eraser. Yeah. Well, if it's India, of course. Well, hang on. This isn't taking place now. This is going to be like taking place in the 70s or something. So he would have had that, but it's like he's like gone up in his popularity in the school. He's got a bigger class auditorium class instead of just the little normal classroom. I think it looks brilliant. It looks great.
It looks like
I don't remember
a lot better than the last one.
I mean, the last one I was too taken back by the story and like how bored I was and how many things were like frustrating me that I didn't really appreciate cinematography back then. So I don't know. I can't say that the visuals were bad on the last one. I'd have to watch it again. And
the last one, like as soon as the guy was like swinging through the trees like a monkey, that's when
I was done.
I checked out.
Yeah, exactly. That was the moment. I was like, okay, like it wasn't just that he was doing it, but that the monkeys did it with him, and he swung on more than one vine. Like if he swung on one and swung and landed in the car, fine. That's an Indiana Jones style stunt. That's something Indy has done.
No, he was like he was I know. Like, car chasing on the
I know. If that's what I'm saying. If that's all it was, fine. But no, he like was total full on Tarzan with the monkeys going. I was like, what are we doing here, guys?
That guy isn't. Was that who was that? That was
Shia LaBeouf.
That was Shia LaBeouf. He's not in this, so I thought so. No. So he's not gonna. That's not the passing of the torch anymore. Then.
Well, they teased that at the end of the last one where he dropped his hat out after he got married and rolled right to his foot and he picked it up and he was going to put it on and then he walks by, I don't think so, or whatever. Thank goodness for that. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah,
the alien thing was stupid too. Like there's always like not superstitious.
Hold on.
What's the word I'm looking for? There's always like magical stuff that happens in Indiana Jones, but it's never like
supernatural.
Supernatural, yeah. But aliens, like
that was my problem. That's the thing. In the first one, you saw the Ark react and kill people, but you're like, huh, that's interesting. But it doesn't. You saw Moses come down or anything. The second one, you saw the Shankara stones burn and melt, and you're like, that's interesting. But they also had the guy doing the Galima voodoo stuff. You're like, okay, there's supernatural crazy things happening, but it wasn't like, oh, you saw light come from heaven and restore the village and stuff. And then the third one, you saw the Grail have its healing effect on the father.
You did see a person, though. You saw the knight that was
right, but you didn't. It's not like Christ came down and it was like, this is the, it was like it had a little bit of of that supernatural something happening that was intriguing without going too far. The fourth one, they had that moment where the guy was staring at the guy went crazy in his cell, and the scene where the guy was staring at the skull and he was having some kind of a crazy supernatural experience. That's all you needed to do. But then to actually show the spaceship take off and fly away and the temple collapse and everything, I was like,
It
all
just
right,
didn't
that was
fit
too far.
because
Yeah,
like
no.
that's like future sci-fi stuff. Indiana Jones is
Right.
always about like, you know,
It's the adventure.
religious like supernaturalism, stuff
Right.
like that.
Right. Archaeology, which, I mean, you know, and that fits. And there's a lot of stuff behind those skulls that's real. I don't mean real like it's actual power, but I mean it's like a real, there's all stories and conspiracies and history behind it and discoveries. But so it is a very good archaeological story that works for an Indiana Jones adventure, but not the way they did it. But these, look at this shot right here, though. This looks like to me, this looks like it's like a flashback kind of thing. That can't be like
I think there's a lot of flashbacks in there
where they do the de-aging.
Yeah.
Because there's him now. That's not the same guy as that. I mean, it's Harrison Ford, but I mean, you know, with the de-aging stuff.
I wonder what that is. I wonder what that is a picture of. What celebration is it?
I don't know. There's a guy in a Apollo 11 Yankees hat. I don't know. I can't see. Or where he's at. That's not like New York or something. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see.
It does look like the 70s or 60s, though.
Yeah. And here we have right here.
Yeah, who's that guy right there with the beard?
Antonio Banderas. Zorro's in this movie.
Yeah, what is he though?
I don't know. I'd have to read teases and spoilers and stuff. Now this right here,
that was like another flashback. And these are all flashbacks because
this must be the Dial of Destiny. How exciting!
I've seen a lot of things in my day. Maybe it's a time travel movie.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. No way they're gonna do a time travel.
It's a time travel movie, Tim.
Because I don't think George Lucas was as involved in this one, and he was the main push on the last one. And Spielberg had all these interviews where he was like, "No, let's not do that. This story doesn't work." And he's like, "No, I always wanted to do it since I was a kid." It's like, all right.
Spielberg said that.
If I remember right,
so Mister, I'm not going to read anything about this.
No. I'm talking about the old one, the alien one. That was a big thing that like. Opening the shot with like the Paramount Mountain, and then it turns into like the Gopher Hill, and Indy's in the back of the trunk and stuff. It's like that's your heroic introduction to your character. The movies that are famous for introducing Harrison in the most awesome shots
because it throws the audience off. They don't expect it. I like it, Tim.
This is the era where he was excited to start a Star Wars movie. Instead of the camera going down, it went up just to freak you. Just like what? Anyway, so and I didn't hate that. I'm just saying that Spielberg, if I remember correctly, what he was on record being like, yeah, there's a lot of these ideas that it was all Lucas, and I wasn't really on board. But I don't know. This has got to be your Dial of Destiny right here, buried in the clothes of the resurrected Christ in the tomb or something. I don't know what this is, but that's him. There's temple stuff. Interrogation stuff, a chase scene. So yeah, I don't know what era this would be because this guy right here, I'm not a fashion guy, but if you look at this girl back here, this is like 70s, right? That's total 70s.
Yeah, I told you it's like later on. But what happened in the 70s though? That was like a big celebration like that.
I don't know. Is this the Martin Luther King march right here? No, because too many white people. There are a lot of blacks. Celebrating. There's a lot of blacks back here though. It's very mixed, and either that's Disney trying to be equal, or is it Disney? No, it's Paramount.
No, but look at the flag stuff. So it must be like some kind of 4th of July celebration, maybe.
Yeah. We're not the guys to break this down. There's plenty of other videos if you want that kind of a breakdown. This is just a reaction. We're not those guys. I like how it's like 2 one-ways on that.
And look at his motorcycle, and it has the numbers 220
22 Rodney or something.
Which is like clearly from the 1970s chips.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not us, and that's not what we plan to be. Oh, check out this guy's 8mm or whatever millimeter camera he's got right there. This is 70s or 80s right here, maybe 70s. 80s would be too late, right? I think so, because if the last one's a 50, it's gotta be
80s would
70s.
be like a camcorder or something.
Oh, it's like a Miss America pageant. Look at that.
It's a parade.
Wow.
No, I just think it's the 4th of July parade.
And that's a 1937 Buick or 87 Buick Skylark. Oh, they got a horse involved. Oh, wait, there was a sign there, but we can't read it. It's going too fast. Let's see if I can catch it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, well, there's his iconic intro. That's where he's going to gear up for the adventure. A lot of flashbacks. Oh, that shot may have had one. Let's see. Let me see if there's a sign here. Oh, here we have some clues, Lance.
Carpets
Farrell's
and
Cafe.
Doesn't know anything to me.
I know.
It's just the 4th of July parade.
That's fine. Yeah, you're right. To celebrate patriotism, and then there's a bad guy trying to shoot down Indy, and everyone's like ducking. Yeah, but really good action. I do like that Millennium Falcon shot. I'm glad you caught that. I didn't notice it. I don't know who these guys are, if they're Russian or.
Well, that's obviously.
Chinese.
I don't think that's just from the look of that car. It doesn't look like that's in the U.S.
You don't think it's a what?
I don't think that's in the U.S. It's foreign.
Oh, you think it's another country? That scene. But he always has like he can't. I don't know. I don't know who he's gonna be fighting.
Yeah, and look at that. It's got like Chinese and Arabs and
Yeah.
Indians and.
See, that's old. Yeah, there's total flashbacks going on.
Those are all from different eras, Tim. This is a time travel movie.
Yep. Well, there you go. Or else it's going to tell like a part of a story that happened in the past, mixed in with like, let's catch up in the future. I think it's going to be a blend. I think the story's going to take place in the future, and it's going to reference. It's going to be like a Batman Begins kind of a thing, where it's going to reference old, like it's non-linear storytelling. I bet, which is new. It's gotta be. I don't think it's going to take like show half the first half of the movie is like in the past and then cut to the future. It's going to be the future, and it's going to be telling stories from the past.
He's gonna start out in the classroom. He's gonna walk around the little library, and Marcus or someone. Yeah, it just did it in the trailer. Marcus is gonna come, or someone's gonna come and say, "Hey, you need to do this," and he's gonna be like, "I'm too old for this."
Yeah, but we're gonna have seen part of that adventure in the past, and then we're gonna have. It's not Marcus. It's not Marcus Brody. It's.
I know it's not Marcus, but whoever it is that comes.
Can't remember his name.
Someone.
Sala.
All right, he's gonna come and he's gonna. I'm too old, and then it's gonna be the hero story where he doesn't have a choice.
Dust off his old hat. Marion's in trouble.
He's gonna be like, "Well, it doesn't matter how old you are. I have this thing that teaches us on time travel to the past. So you can be younger."
He's gonna be like, "I have access to the dial of destiny."
Yeah.
Or he's gonna be like, if the whoever these guys are, the Colombians get a hold of the dial of destiny, then all hope is lost. They can go back and get the Ark and the cup and the Shakara stones and the skulls. Anyway, well, it looks good. I'm excited about it. I was worried about what they're doing to poor Harrison Ford, but I'm fine. I mean, because he's fine. He recovered from his foot injury. It looks good though, very stylish. I just want to look real quick if it is Steven Spielberg directing. It has to be because he did all of them. Director.
Or is he the producer only?
No, I don't. I can't imagine them because that's why they put all these movies, these Indiana Jones sequels off for so many years, is because they need to make sure all of them are on board.
It'll just tell you in the credits, won't it? In the video.
I don't know. I'm just gonna Google it.
Right there. Nope, it's not
only
rated.
in theaters. No.
Hey, I bet you it's going to be rated PG-13.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, hang on. I just want to look real quick.
Oh, I'm hanging.
Oh, no. We're wrong.
I'm
James
wrong about
Mangold.
What? I didn't say it was Spielberg. You did.
James Mangold, which is interesting because it looks very classic.
Who produces it? Spielberg.
Uh-oh. While some may believe that Spielberg was ousted due to his age and due to Disney wanting the head of to head in a different direction of the franchise, this is not the case. The decision to step away from the film as director was entirely Spielberg's idea. He left. And you can go down a big rabbit hole and look at all the reasons he did, but it's not him. So who's James Mangold? I don't know that name.
Wait, did Spielberg? I didn't know that Disney. So I guess it's part of Lucas, and when they sold that Star Wars, they sold Indiana Jones too.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who owned it. I mean, it's Paramount, but I don't know who owns it. So James Mangold, just quick at a glance, he did Ford versus Ferrari, which I heard was good. I never watched it.
That was great. I liked it.
Everyone did. It was a nominee for Academy Award. Logan, which everyone loves.
It was
greatest.
Okay.
Oh, he executive produced.
I had problems with Logan, but yeah, it was good up until the end.
The Wolverine, which I liked, even though everyone hated it.
It was pretty good.
3:10 to Yuma. Everyone talks how great that movie is. Kate and Leopold is actually popular. Copland, I remember that movie.
Haven't seen
so
it.
He's done some good movies. It looks good. And upcoming, he's doing a movie called Juliet and Indiana Jones. Those are his directing credits. He has other producer
Who
credits.
Who is the producer
of this one?
Mm-hmm.
It is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, produced by excuse me while I cough in your throat, in your faces, everyone. Come on. This website came up all weird. Here we go. It doesn't say. Oh, hang on.
Let me do it. I have to do everything.
There we go. Cast and crew. No, it doesn't. It says directed. It has a lot of writer credits.
Who are the writers?
Jez Butterworth, who did Ford versus Ferrari, and a couple movies I've never heard of, and John Henry Butterworth, probably his brother, who probably also did Edge of Tomorrow, Ford versus Ferrari, a couple of movies.
Oh, you have to be an IMDb Pro person to know who the producers were. Apparently,
okay. Maybe no one's proud of it yet. They want to see how it does before they put their name on it.
I don't care that much. I'm not going to pay you money.
Oh no, it's at the bottom. Okay, produced by Simon Emanuel, Kathleen Kennedy. They're great.
No.
George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, and George are the executive producers, so they're still in it. So he just decided not to direct it, that's all right, because as an executive producer, along with 4 other people.
Plus,
what's that?
If Spielberg's an executive producer and he comes in and tells you to do something in a movie, I can guarantee you're going to be doing it.
Yeah. But the style, I don't know, was Ford versus Ferrari very Spielberg looking? Do you remember? It was a few years ago. I never saw it.
I don't know what very Spielberg looking means.
Oh, it's a like E.T. kind of stuff. Like the lighting and the angle. He has a very specific style. It's easy to see. John Williams did the music. That's interesting. It doesn't say.
Well, it probably just rehashes. John Rhys Davies is the guy that plays Sala. That's the guy where I call Gimli.
Gimli.
But I don't think that he reprised anything in the music, though.
You can't just take the Indiana Jones theme and like do a whole movie out of it.
Sure, you can.
There has to be a score. No, you can't. You have
well,
to have
but even if someone else did some of the score, then
but it would say that
it would still have him.
Unless we have incomplete credits here, but it says music by John Williams. But I thought he retired. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a big old thing on sound department.
Has John Williams retired? Nope. I thought he did. I think he announced that. Oh well. Okay, well that's good enough for me. Do you have any other thoughts? When's it come out?
I think it looks good. I'm excited for it.
Me too.
Way more excited for this than the last Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, they had a new trailer for that, Lance. We got to watch the new trailer sometime.
Oh, great.
They said it shows more of Mario and Luigi. I just heard.
Oh, I'm sure it will change my mind completely.
This comes out June 30th, 2023. So you got like 4, 5, 6 months. Can't wait. So, okay. Well, there we go. Final thoughts, Lance? You're good? You're happy? Good. All right. Well, there you go. That's our Revelations episode discussing Indiana Jones and the Dial of Density. And we'll see if it has the juice. And yeah, looks good. I'm excited. Okay, June 2023. We'll see it. We'll review it. Okay, thanks for watching Saints on Cinema. And Lance, thanks for your time. We'll catch you later, everybody. Just giving it a little buffer here.
A buffer.
And scene.